Hello everybody and welcome back to the realm. In this episode I want to make a new shop for ender pearls because I've been at the Enderman Farm and this doesn't look like that many, but I have a ton in this chest. It's taking up all my storage space and I'm never going to use this many ender pearls, so I figure, you know what, why not make a place for anyone to use them. And it's night out, which I did not realize, but that's fine. I'm at my base. What I want to do is set up another floating island for them, except I don't want to do it with the stone and dirt like I have over there. Instead, I think it would be cool if I took some end stone and made like a mini floating end island, and then instead of having like a village house like that, I would take some like purple blocks and some end stone bricks, and then built sort of like a little mini end city building on top of it, and then that would be the ender pearl shop. So I think what I'm gonna do is head over to the end and collect some end stone and also collect some chorus fruit so that I can make some purple blocks. Okay, now I've got a bunch of end stone and purple blocks, and I also grabbed some chorus flowers in case I wanted to replant the chorus fruit. I mean, there's a ton of it in the end, so I don't really think I'd need to, but I guess it's nice to have. And now I can actually start building this thing. And at first I was thinking of having it connect up to the end islands that we have up there, but now that we have elytra, I really don't need to connect it to the ground or anything, so I was thinking of building it maybe somewhere a little bit more over here, or maybe even, I don't know if I want to have it over the path in case it like blocks out the sunlight, but maybe a little bit more this way, and that way it's also nice and close to the rocket shop so that if someone sees it and wants to go up there, then they can just quickly grab some rockets and get up. And of course the ground's super low over here, but I think maybe, yeah, somewhere over here, maybe somewhat above this tree so that we're still more this way than that island, but still a similar height. That island's about like 50 blocks off the ground, so I only have 46 scaffolding here, but I'll make do with what I have. And I think what I'm going to do is go 50 blocks up, and then I'll start building. Alright, so now we're up a bit higher, and I'm a little bit lower than that island, but that's alright because, if I'm going to be honest, I don't really want them all to be the same level. And I'm going to start out just by placing around some end stone, but unlike the other islands, like with that one, what I did was I built the island first, and then I built the structure on top. And I think what I'm going to do with this is build the structure first and then build the island on top of, or not on top of it, but I'll build the structure first and then build the island under it. And the reason I want to do that is because I don't want to build the island and then realize, oh, it's too small for the size building that I want it to have, because that would just suck and then I'd have to rebuild it and it just wouldn't work out. So anyway, this is going to be the floor of the building. I want it to be out of purple, and it really only needs to be a 3x3 for what I'm doing. And then I'm going to have blocks out here for the sides, because obviously we can't have the walls be along here, or else it would only be a 1 block space, which would just not work out well. And then I think in the corners what I want is some purple pillars. Yeah, that's what these are called. And let's see if I can build out and around. It's a little bit awkward. There we go. And don't know exactly how high I'm gonna put those yet. Figure that out later. And now we have each of these pillars in. And now I'm gonna make at least the bottom section of the wall. And I'm probably actually gonna have the door face out this way, just since that's facing where everything else is. And I'm gonna have this out of the end stone bricks. And what I'm gonna do is have it, well, okay, I don't have enough. There we go, just make the rest of these bricks. I'm gonna have a window right here on every wall, except the door, obviously, because don't really need a window in the door. And I'm probably gonna put like a purple or magenta glass pane in these. I don't exactly know what color they are in the actual end cities. I'll have to check that out. But it is some purpley pinkish color. And I think this is at least good enough for getting an idea of the size of this. So I'm probably gonna grab some of those panes, put them in, and then make a little outline of a shape with end stone. Alright, now I've got the magenta glass in, and I also have a rough shape of the island. You can see it a little bit better from up here, but basically I just have a nice flat little outline of what it's gonna look like. And now what I'm gonna do is pretty much make, make 2 outlines under this. So this is the first outline, and it basically just kind of helps me visualize how the island is gonna sort of arc down from this side, and it goes from over there to over there. And my second outline is basically gonna be something similar except facing this way, so it's gonna go from this end to that end. And now that I have the other outline in, I'm just gonna have to fill in each side, and then I should have a finished looking island. Alright, so now the island is finished, and I think at least shape-wise it looks pretty good. It is a little bit more boring than these islands though, because with this you have regular stone and cobble mixed in. With this it's just end stone. And I was thinking about maybe adding in some amethyst or something, but I'm not entirely sure if I should do that. I think I'm gonna just leave it like this for now, because amethyst doesn't generate on actual end islands, and I feel like it might even just mess up the look a little bit. But if you think that amethyst would be good, then let me know in the comments and maybe I'll add it in. And now I can actually finish the roof of our little building up here. Also, this part's a little bit more boring than over there too. We have grass. I might add a few chorus flowers just to see if they grow and if that looks good. And anyway, the way that I need to finish this out, first thing I'm gonna do is just add some purple up here, because what I want to have is some stairs like sort of overhanging, but I need a block to place them against, obviously. And now I'll put this into a bunch of stairs. And also I'm pretty sure in like actual end cities it kind of alternates the orientation. So I actually did that incorrectly. Like we'll have one facing upside down, then up, upside down, up, upside down. And now I'm realizing I actually really did that incorrectly because I wanted it upside down in the corners. So I want it down on the sides. So yeah, this is what it would look like. And now I'm just gonna put that on all the sides. Okay, now I have the alternating stairs in. I also threw some stairs down here in the front so you can just easily walk in. I'm probably not going to actually put a door in here because in end cities it just is an open space. There's no doors in there. And I'm thinking maybe either an end rod there or back here would be good. I think I actually like it a little bit further back. And I'm also gonna go up here and try placing them on the corners because actual end cities have them in the corners. And I'll just fly up and away so we can see what that looks like. I think that looks pretty good actually. It's not exactly an end city, but it sort of is suggestive of what one would look like. And yeah, now I need to grab a little label for this area, and then I need to get some chests so that I can put the pearls in. Alright, now I have the ender pearls in here, and yeah, there's not really that many yet, but I'm assuming as I use the Enderman Farm it'll get more stocked up. And I decided to call this place the Eye. I don't know why, it just sounded like kind of a cool name, you know, and ender pearls basically are just eyes. Also, I decided to not put in any chorus flowers for right now because if I take like a step away from this place, I feel like there's not a whole lot of space for chorus flowers to actually grow. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think I might put some down. At first I was like, you know what, there's probably not enough space on here, but could use a little bit more interest, so I'm just gonna put these chorus flowers down, and if they grow and get ugly then I'll remove them, but you know, may as well put them down and see what it looks like. And now that the shop is done, I want to come down here and grab all the shulker shells that I have. I have some in my ender chest, some in this, just basically it's become a random chest at this point. So yeah, we have 19, and I want to craft as many shells as I can. Alright, we have 9 shulker boxes, and I think I'm gonna go drop some off at NumberZero's base. I think that I'm probably just gonna put them down in sort of like a little pile over here, and let's see, I'll just put a sign here. Here's some shulker boxes, and I also brought some glow ink just so that it pops a little bit. And there's still one more thing that I want to do, and that is make an enchantment area at the Enderman Farm, because what happened last episode when I was trying to get looting 3 is I would go up, you know, to my enchanter over there. You can't really see it, but I'd go enchant and then run out of levels and have to go all the way in the nether, go all the way back to the end, then get some more, then go back and forth, and it just kind of got annoying. And I figured, you know what, it would be so much easier if there was just an enchantment table in the end. So yeah, I'm gonna grab some bookshelves and go put one in there. Alright, now we have an enchantment set up here, and oh lord, they are going up that, so I'm gonna put a leaf right there. And yeah, now I can just stand around here, or anyone really, and collect some levels, and once I'm like, alright, I have enough, I can open up this chest, grab some lapis, and enchant. And I think that's gonna be about it for this episode. I'm glad that I made the ender pearl shop because I just needed to get them out of my chest. They were taking up way too much space. And I'm also glad that I gave some shulker boxes to NumberZero. I hope that he finds them useful. And also, I'm glad that I added that little enchanting setup to the Enderman Farm, because now it's going to be way easier to enchant gear, and it's going to take a lot less time. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please consider giving it a like, and if you want to see more like this one, please consider subscribing. And that's going to be about it, so I will see you in the next one.